Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to Billionaire Island Phase 2. Billionaire Island Phase 2 is situated beside Enuan mega city, Asaba. It's an estate that you can never imagine to avoid to miss. Billionaire Island Phase 2 has all the wonderful facilities of an estate. And as you can see, work is going on, gated estate. Look at the fence, wonderful. What are you waiting for? Billionaire Island Phase 2 is nothing but a replica of Billionaire Island Phase 1, which was sold out in less than 3 weeks of launch. Billionaire Island Phase 2 is purely a dry land with all the wonderful facilities, like I said earlier, pipe-borne water, good road network, electricity, good drainage. Whatever you think of in an estate is here at Billionaire Island Phase 2. Have you ever thought about those who bought the Akaraku series, the Heartland series? It was sold out within 4 months. And guess what? Everyone who invested in that particular estates are now smiling and giving testimony of what therefore following their instinct. You cannot make mistake twice. Why not rush now and invest with this particular wonderful company, the P1 Plus Group, the Cedarwood people, by buying at least one plot of land at Billionaire Island Phase 2. Trust me, you will never regret you did, because there is no reason, there's no way you are not going to have your return in investment 3 or 4 times within the next 1 month. For now, it is going for 7 million naira as a promo price, which after 2 weeks, the price will go back to the original price of 50 million naira. So if you're wise enough, rush now and invest, because everything you need in an estate is here. Look at houses already. People are building already. It is surrounded already, and it is 10 minutes to Asaba International Airport, close to the Enuan mega city. What else are you waiting for? Billionaire Island Phase 2 is a deal that you can never afford. Rush now. Why do you want to be a billionaire? Think like a billionaire. Invest with Billionaire Island Phase 2 properties, and you will never regret it. Hurry now while the offer still lasts. Thank you.
E1 Plus, making home ownership a reality.
Hello viewers, I am Ambassador Dr. Julius Oyedemi, your most astounding CEO 2023 P1 Group. The best radio to listen to is no other than the Cedarwood Luxury Radio. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Michael Ahwetie. I'm the Managing Director of P1 Pro, and I want to encourage you to subscribe to Cedarwood Radio.
This is Cedarwood Luxury Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio.
Hello everybody, this is Vivian Imako, the ED, P1 Perfection Business Investments Limited, and you're listening to Cedarwood Luxury Radio. Keep it locked. God bless you.
All right, you're listening to Nigeria's first real estate radio, Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio. This is the Real Estate Market Trend live on Facebook and on YouTube. It comes your way every Monday afternoon by 1 p.m. The time exactly is 6 minutes past the hour of 1. I'm so delighted to come your way again. We had a wonderful session in the morning. The morning session was awesome. It is a session I love so much because it is an opportunity to become informed and to get updated on the latest happenings as far as living in Nigeria is concerned, and also getting the latest information and happenings around the world. Yes, this afternoon is a better time to listen to Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio because you get the very best of information and the very best of updates when it comes to the real estate industry. Yes, it is my delight. It is a pleasure to be here this beautiful Monday afternoon. Trust your day is going fine as planned. And I just hope you're you're having a wonderful Monday so far. Today on the real estate market trend, we want to look into the various happenings and latest happenings in the real estate industry. And, I came across some things. We went into the street this afternoon to see how we can speak to one or two persons, and we're able to speak with one Mr. Morris, who we had a great conversation with. I'll play that video much later. But first and foremost, right in front of me is a fantastic story, a beautiful story that I would love to come across, that I would love to bring to your notice this afternoon. It is concerning, it is about the fact that some professionals, some persons in the real estate industry have decided to come together. You see, when it comes to the real estate business, there is a lot of factors that affect and promote the real estate business. And in doing this for some time, of recent, real estate developers, professionals, people have really been coming together to, collaborate in ensuring and seeing how it's going to be possible for the real estate business to strive, and also to help curb and reduce the housing deficit, which was one of the conversations we had with when we went into the streets of Lagos, yes, this afternoon. But first, group protest high rents in cities, seeks for relief rent. This is the first thing I want us to look into this beautiful afternoon. I'll be reading from The Guardian this time around. Yes, the real estate sector of The Guardian newspaper. A civil society group under the aegis of Take It Back movement, TIB, has decried the impact of the high rents on household income across the country and called for government intervention. All right, okay, let's go. Although high inflation has led to significant increase in the cost of major building materials, especially for new houses, landlords and property owners are taking undue advantage of development to inflict pain on intending renters. Rents in Lagos increased by over 2,000% in the last 1 year. A 3-bedroom flat that was previously between 500,000 to 800,000 has increased to 1.5 million naira. This is aside from other charges such as caution fee, agent, legal, and form fees. A 2-bedroom is as high as 1 million and 1.2 million, while a self-contained unit could be as high as 600,000 or 1 million in some highbrow areas. I can attest to this. Recently, though, yes, I'm still in search of a good apartment on the island, and I was discussing with somebody, and we talked about the fact that yes, there is serious high cost of getting getting an apartment. Yes, I've been in search, helping a friend to get an apartment, and we've been and when I spoke to somebody who could help out, I mentioned the budget, and the person was like, that amount, and someone else also mentioned the fact that for that kind of amount, you will go inside. I was like, I know now. Is it that bad? Is it that bad? Is it that bad? Is it that bad? So this is what we're talking about. Yeah, right. So a self-contained unit could be as high as 600,000 naira. I saw one of recent, which is about 400, and my God, I was like, what is going on? Is it because of the island factor? Why is it so high on the island? I don't know. Probably let's continue what we're talking about. Yeah. So that is 600,000 or 1 million in some hybrid locations, all right? At a peaceful protest against the high cost of housing in the state, the group lamented the rising cost of housing, particularly in Lagos Island, and other areas, describing it as unaffordable for the masses. A statement by the Lagos Island chapter of TIB said the protest is strongly against the unaffordable cost of housing. It said, no doubt this is a national call to enforce housing rights. Housing is a fundamental human right, and the government has a duty to ensure it is available to all citizens. The association further said, with Nigeria's housing deficit with the range of 28 million and an estimated 21 trillion naira needed to close the gap, states across the country must learn to emulate the Sokoto state government, which recently embarked on construction of a 500-unit housing estate. Let's quickly take a listen to what someone had to say. We stepped out in the streets to, just speak to Nigerians, speak to Lagosians, and, just to get their feel and what's, they have to say concerning how cost of living, and probably provide solutions to how, we can work on this and manage, and in order to, come down the high level of housing deficit. Yes, we met with one Mr. Morris, and he spoke to us this afternoon. Let's hear from him, and we'll be right back to continue this conversation.
Morris by name, and I'm a auto dealer. Yeah, in this Eleganza Gardens strip mall. Based on the economical situation on ground, I think what government can do to help the masses who cannot afford the high cost of rentage of houses and maybe buying of properties, for government to partner with real estate companies in the sense that they can help in granting them some loan, loan with low interest, so that, because the real estate companies buy these lands, they sell, and if they buy it at a high cost, they will sell it to individuals who want to own land at a high cost also. But if they have the capital, is financial capacity, to acquire land at a very large quantity and low, low cost, yes, from the original owners, the natives, they will be able to, make the sales, affordable to the common people, at least the average Nigerian earners, because right now it's not easy to afford land, based on, especially in Lagos, especially in this Etiosa, because this area is New Lagos. This is the New Lagos, so people are moving down to this area. There is high demand of housing. Like you said, there is housing deficit. In society, so the government can really come in and partner with a company like P1 and others. So there's so many other companies, but P1, I think P1 stands out among all of them. Is a major player in the real estate sector. So this is my own idea. Or the companies can give individuals land loans. That's it.
So right there, speaking with us, Mr. Morris, an auto dealer, talked about the fact that, yes, there is high cost of the cost of getting apartment these days is really, really high. And the fact that the cost of living as well is also affecting the living. And now he talked about the fact that government need to let us have a deal or a close rapport, or just have a one-on-one, relationship, a close relationship with real estate developers to see how they can work together in order to bring down housing deficit, and also in order for us to have affordable, affordable houses, affordable apartments and all that. And this is a civil society group who also came together to hold a peaceful protest on this same issue. Now, at a peaceful protest against the high cost of housing in the state, the group lamented the high rising of the rising cost of housing, particularly in Lagos Island and other areas, describing it as unaffordable for the masses. Now, a statement by the Lagos Island chapter of TIB said the protest is strongly against the unaffordable cost of housing. It said, no doubt, this is a national call to enforce housing rights. Housing is a fundamental human right, and the government has a duty to ensure it is available to all citizens. And, the person we spoke with when we went into the streets of Lagos also made mention of the fact that government has a responsibility to liaise with real estate developers and see how they can come together and work together in ensuring that we have, affordable housing. We have people, the masses, being able to afford as many facilities as they can. Now, the association further said, with Nigeria's housing deficit within the range of 28 million and an estimated 21 trillion needed to close the gap, states across the country must learn to emulate the Sokoto state government, which recently embarked on construction of a 500-unit housing in the state. It described the step by the governor as commendable and worthy of emulation by other states' government. Let's listen to what Mr. Morris had to say. Some of the things that he said further that government can do in order to, make housing become affordable for the masses.
Gives a loan to small and medium scale business people. The real estate can also do that, in the sense that they can give people affordable lands that they can pay with low interest within a space of time, a specified time, that they can be able to accommodate their income. Because right now the reality is that there's no how people can, in as much as people want to own lands and become landlords, there's no how this can be possible without the players making it affordable. Just like I think P1's their motto is making home ownership very affordable. Yes. So this is what I think both the government and the players in the industry can do for people, low income earners, traders, people who want to become landlords. This is the easiest way I think they can, approach this land ownership. Thank you.
All right, let's move on to our next real estate trend, real estate updates here. Ministry Fire Service to partner on public buildings protection. Yes, Ministry Fire Service to partner on public buildings protection. The Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Dangiwa, has assured the Federal Capital Territory FCT Fire Service of the ministry's readiness to partner with the agency and protect public buildings in the nation's capital against fire outbreak. Dangiwa, who gave this assurance when he received a delegation of the FCT Fire Service on a courtesy visit to the ministry in Abuja, called on the agency to carry out advocacy to ensure all buildings have firefighting equipment installed in them. Designed by architects, engineers, and planners of buildings, there must be ample access to firefighting appliances that would make easy access to buildings from the inception of the building, he stressed. The minister therefore underscored the significance of having firefighting appliances such as fire extinguishers, sprinkles, and smoke detectors available in public buildings in order to ensure safety of lives and properties. Dangiwa commended the agency for their swift response and dedication whenever their intention was needed to mitigate on fire outbreak incidences across the FCT. Earlier, acting director of the FCT Fire Service, Adebayo Zacchaeus, said they were in the ministry to consolidate on existing working collaboration in the fight against fire outbreak. Adebayo explained that the FCT administration is advocating for all buildings to incorporate fire security facilities in the building plans from the construction. He also stated that they will seek further partnership on the compliance with the directive of the FCT management that all 4-story buildings and above must have firefighting equipment installed to ensure protection of lives and properties. Yes, this is a welcome development. It is not just enough to have firefighting services, firefighting equipment at various buildings, but we should, lecture the users of these facilities. We should lecture them. We should teach them. I remember some time ago, my colleagues and I were just looking at the fire extinguishers in the building, and somebody made mention of something that we need to learn how to use this fire extinguisher. It is very funny that if you go to many public buildings, people who uses this, people who are in that building don't even know how to operate, all this fire equipment, all this fire service equipment. So it's not just enough to have, all this equipment installed in buildings. It is also expedient. It is very, very important that we teach people how to make use of this equipment in case of fire outbreak. All right, join in with me as I take you into the next latest trend as far as the real estate industry is concerned. While real estate tokenization is still low in Nigeria. While real estate tokenization is still low in Nigeria. All right, while real estate tokenization is still low in Nigeria, experts have urged Nigerians to embrace tokenization in the real estate sector as it brings greater efficiency, higher security, and lower cost to the financial industry. They say low advocacy on its benefits and the age-long absence of regulations that support such means of financing owing real estate triggered the low popularity of the investment model. Speaking at a webinar entitled Providing Access to Funding for Institutional Real Estate Developers, organized by Retswan CRE Africa, its country manager, Mr. Tunde Olasukomi, explained that tokenization is fast becoming visible in Africa, and traditional real estate institutions are partnering with technology providers to explore the tokenization of debt or equity. Tokenization is a process in which real estate assets are converted into digital tokens stored in blockchain that allow digital ownership as well as transfer of fractional shares is still low. With a market size of around $200 million globally, real estate tokens are increasingly popular investments and account for about 40% of the digital security markets. Olasukomi said securities law and land registration system need to be addressed for tokenized real estate to gain to gain traction. All right, fantastic one. I mean, I would love to see real estate token. Wow, just like we have a lot of crypto tokens and all that. I mean, wouldn't it make a whole lot of sense? It would make a whole lot of sense when we begin to have real estate tokenization. And the fact that it is still low in Nigeria, we look forward to a period where it becomes a thing, because it would help, in it would go a long way, definitely. It would go a long way in helping people acquire real estate. I mean, it's helping people acquire and also patronize real estate. So, I mean, real estate developers should consider buying the idea of real estate tokenization. All right, so let's take you to the next latest trend, the next latest happening as far as the real estate market is concerned. And this time around, it is about the Lagos State government. Lagos State government begins construction of 114 rural roads in 57 councils. You all know the positive impact of road construction to the real estate industry, and this is a good one that the Lagos State government has begun construction of 114 rural roads in 57 councils. All right, let's dive deep into this conversation. Lagos State government has commenced the construction of 114 roads across 57 councils area of the state to improve living conditions of people at the grassroots. This move, according to the representative, Lagos Mainland Constituency 2 in State's House of Assembly, Rashid Shabi, an engineer, is in fulfillment of Babajide Sanwo-Olu campaign promises of investing massively in the construction of rural roads. Shabi, who was in the entourage of the member Federal House of Representatives, Lagos Mainland Federal Constituency, Honorable Moshood Oshun, and Chairman Yaba Local Council Development Area Dr. Kayode Omiyale, during an interactive session with Abule Oja landlords to discuss the issue of bad roads and drainage systems in the community. Reviewed plans by the government to commence the construction of 2 roads in each of the councils, noting that the projects have been appropriated in the 2024 budgets. He disclosed that Abudu Street in Abule Oja is one of the roads enumerated in the state's government budget, which was later taken over by the Yaba Council. He promised to replace the road project with another street in Abule Oja. The council had last month undergone a temporary asphalt road throughout drainage system in Mosul Street,